search for something we don't compromise with anyone. You put force on everyone without discussion what you want. Choose, take control, take control. Choose, take control, take control.
Stell dir das mal vor. Alle 1,07.
Hey guys, there's some things that you cannot prepare for. One of them are unannounced ads popping up, and the other thing is the death of a friend. The reason why I'm here today talking to you and having this kind of like different intro is because on Saturday, our label mate, our friend, one of the driving forces of the Bosnian electronic scene, a gifted producer, audio and video, husband, father, and I think grandfather, Dr. Skendy Mladenkezer, died when he was 50 from complications of coronavirus. It came as a shock to us, especially to me, because I had planned on doing a collab with him after the corona was over. And I guess I'm not gonna get to do that. Dr. Scandy was a man that broke barriers. He introduced electronic music to Bosnia in the 90s when there wasn't much of that. Hey, try, fail, repeat. Hey, Scotty. He was the founder of the first DJ association in Bosnia. He lived in Banja Luka, and he created electronic music all his life. And if you know Bosnia, it's not the country where you would generally think that the electronic scene would be very prevalent, and it wasn't, he kind of like started it. I mean, maybe he didn't start it, but he certainly was a driving force. And for the next 30 years, electronic music in Bosnia wasn't mentioned without his name. The reason why I think it is horrible to me is because I know that last time I talked with him, or actually a couple times before, he said he was going to go to his farmhouse. I think he had a house on the somewhere on the countryside, and he was going to finish off the music videos for his newest album, Take Control, there. Because we had just released his newest album, Take Control, and it actually worked pretty well. He got into like the 60s on the digital DJ charts, which was his highest chart placement yet. And I said it's pretty good. If we're gonna, add the music videos, we might get an actual sales placement out of your second album. And I thought that the first album was pretty good, but you know, it takes a while to build a little bit of momentum. So second album has just been released. It's going well, and he's happy, and he's making his music videos, which you have to understand that he also made all of his videos because he was very talented that way. He kind of like did everything because he was that artist that, you know, I would be chasing everybody for their stuff. We would agree on an album to be delivered, and for most artists it's difficult. But for him, having done that for so many years, it obviously never was. So, you know, I wouldn't hear anything from him for months, and then he would send me a message on WhatsApp, and his English was like, okay, you know. He'd be like, hello friend, I upload full album and videos on server. It nice. You know? And there would be an entire album together with music videos, clips, trailers, all kinds of rendered stuff, everything neatly organized, named, numbers given to the tracks, album covers provided, and everything, you know. And in that sense, for me as a label guy, that was a great artist. That was somebody that has his shit together, if you know what I mean. That was somebody who just goes away for a few months and then comes out of the studio with a ready-made album and all of the materials and everything prepared. Fully mixed, fully mastered, made right, made perfect. Couldn't poke a hole in it. You could question his artistic choices, which sometimes I did, and he never listened to me. I'm gonna go into that as well. That was funny. And he kind of like always did his thing. But he was what we would call a zero effort artist. This guy was literally throwing stuff at you. His creativity would just not stop, and his work ethic wouldn't either. So he would just kind of like hold on, I have to he would just send you stuff and he would just make it, and you wouldn't need to like hold his hand or anything, and you wouldn't necessarily need to do anything for or with him. I had some very interesting discussions with him that revolved around mostly fairly detailed topics that most artists don't actually know what it means, you know. And our last artistic disagreement is over the vocals on this track, and this one is Take Control. Hold on, let me go to the teaser. And obviously he was rendering this. So he was getting ready. And I really like those. I really like that, you know? And he does a lot of dark shit. Did. Hey Audrey, how you doing? And that is actually his own voice. You know, he recorded his own voice and pitched it, or it was some voice that he somehow recorded. And I said to him, look, yes, friend, you know. I'm gonna bring in a singer, Sarah Schreiber, and record her voice. So I bring in Sarah, and we kind of like record the whole day, and then I send it to him, and he's like, "Yes, I will not use." And I'm like, "What?" I just recorded a whole day with a young singer, and you're just gonna, "Yes, I will not use," on me. Okay. And so, yeah, he didn't use it. Because he was very particular with his stuff. So somewhere in his computer is the music video for Take Control, for Level X, and for other stuffs that are gonna be his legacy. And we have extended our condolences to everybody in and around Skendy. We had the fortune to being able to talk to his wife already, and one of his sons, and we're gonna make sure that, and I think that's what you can do as a musician. You can honor your fellow musicians by not letting them be forgotten. So we're gonna honor his legacy by, putting his stuff out and pointing to it and saying, if you want to know, listen to his stuff. That was the most important thing for him, other than his, friends and family, obviously. But his music was what always drove him. And it's easy to be an EDM musician or EDM or electronic artist somewhere where it's very popular. But it's not easy if you're like the first guy in your country to say, I'm a DJ, I'm an electronic musician, I'm gonna make a rave. I'm gonna make a party. We're gonna listen to synthesizer music. That is not easy, and that is what he did. He was a pioneer, absolutely, 100%, 1000%, a pioneer of stuff, because he pioneered quite a few things. Not only in music, he also started doing these render intros, and then graduated to doing render videos like we have. And I'm gonna go to BootLoop now, that's from the last album, that he created just himself. Yeah, try, fail, repeat, that is right. We've already contacted them for the management of the musical estate, and what we would like to do, and we're gonna ask them about it, is to keep everything online, and even to distribute things if they haven't been distributed, and put it out there. And I promise to him, I'm not going to change anything. Because he never wanted that. So we're going to go ahead and leave things as he wanted them to be. But to prove to him my insolence, I'm probably gonna do some remixes. But they're gonna be, under maybe my name or Avio featuring Skendy or something. I'm not sure. But the Skendy stuff is gonna stay Skendy stuff. because of whenever I touched Skendy stuff, Skendy said no. You know, he did take a lot of advice from me in terms of technological things like mastering, avoiding clipping, you know, like kind of like little details in, you know, I don't know, production. And he was very open. If you knew something that he didn't, he would accept it and immediately implement it. And from then on, he would do it always. So you literally told this guy something once, and he would learn it, understand it, and do it. And that is a rare thing to have. When you in the music industry, because in the music industry everybody's really sure of themselves, you know, and they think that they are the greatest. But he wasn't like that. I mean, he thought he was pretty good, yeah. But he was like, oh my god, there's something I don't know. I need to learn this, you know? He was that kind of guy. He wasn't the guy that said, I'm the greatest and I can learn nothing. He was like, I'm the greatest, and in order to stay the greatest, I have to learn everything, you know? So he was easy to work with in the sense that he always took advice when it was justified. And that was like really super important to me. So in a sense, that was easy. So he was a guy that was super productive. He put out a lot of material all the time. He did everything by himself. And if you needed something, he could pretty much do everything. In audio and video. He was a drone operator. He made drone movies for people. He had his own production company. He did... Hey, Aeronopoli. Hey, Mike. Hey, everybody. So, a very good artist for us. 4 Count Zero Records, apart from me as a person, a very good artist. That's what you want. You want people to pump out content, do the audio, do the video, deliver it, sort it nice, ready for release. Bang, bang, you shoot it out. I mean, he cost me like 5 hours a year of work talking with him, you know? It was just like, hello, how you doing? Yes, my album is half done. Hello, how you doing? My album is done. Hello, I've sent it to you. Do you want to... And I said, hey, do you want to make a song? Yes, I would like. I will come to Graz, and then you can come to Bosnia, you know? To Banja Luka. And I said, yeah, we're going to do that. And that was good, you know? Making a collab with somebody who knows really well what they're doing is easy to say yes to, because the worst thing that's going to happen is that the song is going to be average, you know? If you're lucky, it's a good song. It's always a bit of a toss-up, you know? And he always stayed true to his style, which is, I say electronica. He always called it something else. I call it electronica, which it's called now in the 2020s. Back then it wasn't called electronica. Not so much. Aaron, you're doing the snow. We're gonna have a Christmas show on the 23rd. So, he always had that kind of like techno-y, old style electronic techno, little bit dark and morbid thing to everything he did. I mean, like here, like there's like zombies and skeletons, and and he made everything. Every song had some meaning for him. He would make songs about everything that sometimes only had meaning in the music, and I have to say that sometimes had meaning that I didn't understand, that just kind of like was there for him. But he said, oh, this is song, and he could describe to you what the song was about, but it was an instrumental song. Many times that was very interesting. And on Saturday, when I found out that he had died, I think about 30 newspaper pages in Bosnia carried the news of his death, and it profoundly impacted the scene there. I mean, literally everybody in that country read about his death because he was that impactful in the electronic music scene, which isn't huge in Bosnia, but still, everybody that was there knew him. And he didn't do this because he wanted to be popular or he wanted to be famous, because if you want to be popular or famous in Bosnia, you do other types of music. That music that everybody listens to. You don't do, dark electronica. You do that because you love it. And not for fame and glory, So a lot of people were notified, and hold on, I'm gonna play the behind the scenes also. That's funny. Hold on, I'm gonna have to go to video. Oh yeah, just please spam me with advertisement, YouTube. I should not use YouTube. Okay, that's one of his behind the scenes videos, and you'll be able to see. You can see he's green screening, and they're doing the green screen in there. So he kind of like built his own little studio there with lots of linked greening. And then he did the render sequences, which were part render and part people. So he had real actors, friends, etc. come up, and he placed them into his rendered worlds, like he did himself, So he would create this environment that he would move the camera around in, and then place the people in it. And then, of course, he would do some effects on the people so that they would look more like weird or interesting. And he made this behind the scenes video for Silver Grey, which I think is a pretty cool song. And this is on the top of his building where he lived in Banja Luka. And I think that's drone footage he took. So what he would do was he would combine the drone footage that he took, the rendered environment that he created, and the green screen characters that he made with like a whole crew of his friends, creating these videos that when I first saw them, I was like, wow, that's pretty good. And that was done. I think the production for the budget for the production of this was probably not more than $100, and a lot of skill. So you can make something look like it's an almost professional music video that somebody would, in a professional type of situation, charge you anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000. He made it himself. Bang! There you go. With not much, because he could do it, and that is creativity. I read a comment from one of his friends, don't know exactly who it was, that said that he would always improvise on stuff, and that whenever somebody didn't know how to do something, he would always improvise, because Bosnia after the war wasn't really a place where you had lots of money and lots of technology and lots of stuff to do things with. It's where you had to make do with what you had. And many times that is what creates creativity and makes creativity even more than when people nowadays have everything at their fingertips. And I'm saying that as I'm surrounded by lots of stuff right here, right? And a lot of kids are like, how many thousands of euros do I need to spend so I can be a music star, so I can become famous, or somebody will like me or listen to my music? And there's a guy that made music with, I don't know, the 10th of a budget of a window cleaner in America. And this is what creativity is about. And that was the intro that I wanted to do for this show, because I could not do it. That is impossible for me to do, to say nothing about it. And then what I wanted to say about COVID is, if you are not wearing a mask, keeping your distance, and wash your hands, you're an asshole. If you're not taking the COVID shot, you're an asshole. And it's because of people that don't do it that people like Skendy die. Congratulations. You exerted your liberty, and you were free not to wear a mask and not to do what anybody recommended you to. And I congratulate you if you did all that and didn't die, but you killed somebody else. Because you spread it, you were lucky you didn't die, and somebody else died for your foolishness. So don't be that guy. Don't be that guy that spreads COVID because they think it's funny, or because they think they're entitled to the liberty of endangering other people's lives, or because they think that the state can't tell them what to do. Guess what? There is no state. There's only people. The people make the state. And the reason why we act against pandemics like COVID is so that people like Skendy don't have to die. So if you're thinking if you should wear a mask, maybe it could have saved him. If you're thinking, should I wash my hands? Maybe it could have saved him. If you're thinking, should you distance? Maybe it could have saved him. And if you're thinking to get the shot, maybe it could have saved him. It is a problem everywhere. It's a problem outside of America too, Mike. People are sometimes feeling like they don't need to do it. Because, it is my personal liberty to do whatever I want. That is not true. It's not your personal liberty to kill other people. That's why we have laws. Your personal liberty ends where the personal liberty of somebody else starts. And everybody is at liberty to not contract COVID and die. That is the personal liberty of every single person. And if you violate that liberty, there's one place for you, and it's jail. That's right. That's exactly how I feel about it. If you willingly endanger the life of another human being, then there is a law for that. And in almost every country in the world, the willful endangerment of another person is something that's already there in the justice system. So please don't be an asshole. Take COVID serious and make it so that not a second artist has to die like Skendy. That would be super cool of you, and it would be something that you can do. Okay? And with that, I'm going to keep him up here. And we're going to go to our regular review. This time, you're welcome to ask questions about Skendy and his work. If you want to, you can go to countzerorecords.com and find Skendy there and donate to him. That will not go to us. That will go to his family, okay? So if you want to be nice, go to our webpage, countzerorecords.com. The artists will come up on the front page. Click Scandy, click tip, donate, whatever it's called, and give something if you want to. You can write a message when you pay, I think, and we will make sure it goes to his family. And if you want to support him or listen to his music, do so. You can listen to the music on many different channels. Just about any digital channel you have. Type in Dr. Skendy, there you are. If you're interested what the Bosnian press is writing about him, you can also type Dr. Skendy. You'll see like 40 articles from newspapers all around Bosnia where they're talking about his passing. Okay. I'm going to... And by the way, I lost my in-stream chat window for some reason. So I'm only seeing what's popping up on my chat right here. Thank you all so much for watching this in Memoriam Dr. Skendy. I think it's really important that musicians, and this is what Pope Francis said, and with this I'm going to close and then I'm going to go on with the show. Musicians have the obligation to convey the beautiful and the truth. Because we not only, as musicians, convey beauty. And yes, death metal can be beautiful. For people that like death metal, it's a beautiful thing, you know? So no matter what kind of music you do, there's beauty in it. But we're also people that should convey the truth. More than booty shaking and sneaker buying. There is an obligation that people have that other people listen to. People listen to you as a musician. And it is your obligation to convey the truth to them. Whatever is your truth. To speak with them. To have meaningful content. I'm not saying what you should say. I'm saying that you as a musician should realize that if millions or billions of people are listening to you, you might want to consider what you put in there. And even if you have just 10 people listening to you like I do here on my channel, maybe I have 10, maybe there's 20, maybe there's 30. It doesn't matter. You have an obligation and you should fulfill that obligation. Doesn't mean you should always talk about serious topics, but it does mean that when there is something really wrong, you as an artist have the obligation to speak up about it as well. Don't stay silent. Don't be that person. All right. And now we're going to go ahead. And Rick Foreman, thank you so much. Rick says, I hope you feel proud that you helped and enabled an artist and friend to express himself. Yeah. I definitely did. That was great. You know, he was very excited that he got a label deal. Because it's super difficult for people that make music in a country where that music is not really popular, and then they're making music which in itself is already like a 2% thing. And then in a country where even, so it's tiny, and you're doing it because you're very dedicated. And he was very happy that he got his music heard, And he wasn't happy that YouTube striked him on his channel. When we put his music out, he got a bunch of strikes because YouTube started looking more closely at his channel. And they kicked quite a few videos of his off. And he was like, what's going on? What's going on? And I said, welcome to the world of being a professional artist. You can't repost TV anymore. And he was, that was good. That was good. So yeah, because he was like reposting TV stuff, and he was always that guy that would do anything that he would like. He don't give a fuck. And then they striked a lot, and so we had to like talk with him for a few hours to calm him down, because he was very angry that they would take away his revenue source, And I said, look, if you want to be a legit artist, you also have to respect the copyright of other people, because you want people to respect your copyright. You can't just go ahead and post stuff from people, That was fun. All right. And to honor and remember him, we're going to do exactly what we did to find him, which is we're going to listen to new musicians that are looking for a label to be with. And this is exactly how I found him. And this is how I will find the next guy. And this is Lyrical Godchild versus Church Boy. Christian music. Fits. Only you. Thanks, guys.
I felt like Satan put a hit on me, had me facing 40 years of jail time. You heard on me. I swear to God, how they fast on me. Heart stopped, body cold, that goose with the shells in me. Felt like my life was over. Dad only the curse redeemed me. Murder was the kids that gave me. The devil put money on my head, dog. Satan wanted me dead, but mercy said no, boy. Chris said I can't let you go, boy. Got a purpose for your life with me. I call it press low.
All right. We're slowly getting back to reviewing music. Okay, I don't think that's gonna happen. Alrighty. And that is also part of my work. Saying no to people. Decent effort. Okay, music and vocals that could both be improved. Improved tonally and rhythmically. All the best and cheers. And I really hope I don't have to make any more tributes. It's insane. Okay. Next one, Matthew Check, the Condesa Queen, Country Americana Classic Rock.
But I took in stride what you told me.
Very quiet.
Maybe it's the desert sunshine that's keeping me from feeling blue. But for better or worse, I've still come.
Polydo says, hey, he was doing something different. Yeah, it's different. Give the artist props for that. Yeah, absolutely. The last one, a Christian rapper, yeah.
Your smile was just as honest as its golden rays. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Without
yeah.
much more that I can say.
Nope, the vocals are not.
I'm hoping you get what you want.
Decent effort.
Even if it ain't loving
Okay,
me.
music and vocals that break
You're
in
still my
parts
Cactus queen.
would address tonality as well.
I hope
All
to
the
win
best
back
and
in the
cheers.
city. Taking art class.
So if we ever make like a fund for electronic music, like for artists, young artists or something, or a mentorship or something, we're gonna call it the Dr. Skendy, you know, like the Dr. Skendy fund for electronic music, young electronic artists or something like that. And this is Hannah Savage from the United States with her song Do This. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm gonna pass her on. I'm not sure how great she is, but
Turn in. I want you to look up, pick out any star. See how you see that
and
star?
this is
Miles
Phantom
away,
Engine from the United
very
States of
softly.
America, dried up
That's
all the
exactly
rain.
How that star sees you. Just another light in the vast emptiness.
There you go. Okay, I'm gonna test this. Yeah, okay. For some reason, I kind of like lost my chat window. Okay, I'm gonna put it over there. Good. Our pen is. Our pen's disconnecting. Okay. Woo. Okay, this is a bit basic track right here. Okay. Had some things to set. Okay. I'm gonna decent effort. Okay, and chill track that is nice but remains somewhat simple and could be improved. All the best and cheers. All right, next one. Mama Juke Somewhere, USA. By the way, if you want to express your condolences to the family of Skendy or say something nice about Skendy, you can go to Facebook page. There's a post there, and there's one on my private page. So go to our Facebook, and then you can write something under the post, kind of like as a condolence book or something. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay, that got better. That got better. Okay, I'm gonna second round this. Okay, that got better. In the beginning it was a bit boring. But now it got better. And this is Amila from America with her song Stability. And if you want to get alerted the next time I stream, come and follow me at twitch.tv/recordlabelboss. That would be totally cool. Wherever you're watching. And on Twitch you can chat and everything, you know. Uh-huh. Selling your soul for a purse. How much is it worth? Living above your means. I think she's got a good voice, but the music I'm I'm not sure. I'm gonna put her in a second because today I feel like, you know, we're gonna make a bit bigger second round. Okay, we got 25 to go. And this is Ocean's Envy with Encore. Vocal sounds a bit buried in the mix, snares too loud, one of the two. Yeah. Musically, there was all kinds of things wrong with the last song, but the voice was actually not bad. And this is the coolest water bottle because it's the same green as my green screen. So it's kind of like transparent, but in reality it's green, you know. Okay, I don't like this. No, he's off quite a bit sometimes. I know what they're trying to do here, and it's good that they're trying to do that. But the vocals aren't working out. Okay. Try fail repeat. Got the auto-tune vocals. I really will never ever like this stuff. Yeah, I don't know why so many artists use auto-tune like excessively all the time. It's something, you know. And this is Chuck the Show, U.S. Santa Cruz.
Feels good. Feels 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Feels good. Feels good.
But yesterday I learned that these biases actually have a name. So the fact that a lot of musicians that are not very good think that they are very good actually has a sociological explanation for it, and it has a name. I knew the explanation because I'm a sociologist, but I didn't know the name of the effect, you know. And I forgot it again, but yesterday I was watching a video on it, and it was pretty cool. Essentially, what it comes down to, if you have no idea, you don't know how large the field of music and how large the quality is. You think you're really good because all you know is like 4 things. So I do believe that most of these people really think that their music is great, and that they cannot understand what I'm saying, and that's part of the reason why they don't like my feedback. Okay, it's interesting, but decent effort, okay, music and interesting, artistically strong VFX. Not sure that works. All the best and cheers. The problem is when you make everything sound like Cher, it takes away from your song. And then when you don't auto-tune massively, it doesn't sound good because you can't sing.
Our friends going out again.
The lengths that artists will go to just because they don't want to learn how to sing. And I don't understand that. Because if you're an artist, you should do it because you like it, you know? You should do it because you love it. You love doing it. And getting better at what you love is something that you will enjoy. I mean, if I'm a producer, and I always watch on YouTube and everywhere else other producers doing shit. I will like go on YouTube, turn on reviews for new synthesizers. I will essentially walk through the house whole day when I'm eating, whatever I'm doing. I have my tablet with me, and my family knows this. Either watching, you know, news or the introduction of a new software, hardware, or a way to produce something better, and I'll always be super interested in it. And it's never that you have to force me to do it. So if I was a singer, I would love singing, and I would love to go to a vocal trainer like Mike and Mistina and go to their music school and learn how to sing much better. And that wouldn't be a chore for me because I do what I love. And the only reason that I can think of that people don't love to work on their craft is because they're not really making music because they love it. It's because they're making music because they want to get famous. Because a lot of people make music because they want to get famous. They want to be somebody. And if you make music because you want to be somebody, you're probably never going to be successful. Because, you know, your singing sucks, you're a singer, and you don't want to go and make your singing better. You're in a catch-22. All right, Kiara Brooke, from USA, Kisses at Midnight.
I could just disappear. Too many conversations trying to keep up.
need the party. We don't need the lights. All I want are your kisses at midnight. We don't need the champagne. We don't need the hype. All I want are your kisses at midnight. Turn off the phone, shut out the noise. What if we stay in and ditch our plan?
Her voice is not fully built, and the music is a little bit below. I know what they're trying to do. I think it's good.
Dressed up for night on the town. I'd stay
There's some out of key
right
drumming there.
with you forever in this house.
No, I wouldn't put this on a record. The reason why I said no in the very end was because there was random out of sync drumming. You know, they were trying to do some drum rolls that were, I don't know, if you send me something and it's out of sync or out of key or out of anything, I don't know. Okay, next one, Hector Cottam, UK, I'm not coming home. And by the way, I want to thank you all for listening to my tribute ramblings. I know you didn't know I'm not in, but thanks for being here anyway.
We spoke the other day for a while. Felt nice to feel your warm smile, but I felt so far from home.
And on Wednesday, we're gonna do the Christmas stream.
Can't believe
That's gonna be
it's so
merrier.
long now. I used to
But
be
in life,
your
you know,
best pal.
you have to address the sad things just as you have to address the happy things. There's no way in cheating your way around.
Coming home to see ya. Not on the phone, I wanna be near ya. I'm not coming home to see ya. To see ya. Ever since the first day of my life.
Nope.
you
Okay,
picked
there was
me
a
up so damn
there was my
right.
hint. Whoa.
When you go,
Decent effort. Okay, music. That is a bit
I will
basic,
see
and
you one
vocals
day,
that
really
are
close
good
to
in
far away.
parts, but
Don't
break in
worry, my
other
friend.
parts.
Don't,
All the best and
'cause I'm
cheers.
not coming home to see ya.
Okay, next one. Pretty Cinders, UK. I am a war now. Okay.
When I look back, I can see there were many reasons you call me baby. One by one, they came undone, and behind those eyes, you can't disguise, you blame me.
Yeah,
But you won't try to look at
they're
me
trying to sound like Dua Lipa or
I've
Halsey.
seen you smile lately. 'Cause I am war and you are peace.
Mostly a few random instruments.
Be that way now, baby. Baby, I am a war now.
Okay, now it's devolving
Don't you
into
put me on your shutdown.
into a war of the instruments, including the vocals. Okay, this is badly mixed. Okay, I feel like they just made a track and made every instrument the same freaking volume. Like the least important background is like the same volume as her voice. It's a sonic sausage. No. Decent effort. Okay, voice that could be improved. Music is melodically okay, but instruments volume levels are way off. All the best and cheers. And if you produce something like that, you really don't have a musical ear. I mean, if you produce a musical sausage like that to where everything is like, I'm always asking myself, how can you not hear that? Okay, Roman Tylus versus Sue Original Aldrian Skedel. Skedel? Christian rap, hey! Maybe it's time to get a good Christian rapper.
Satan always lying, know that he been trying to figure out if you can quit without dying.
The sub is too loud.
Big deal. Now we getting no sales, store going down. Guess lying was your last sale. Satan always lying, know that he been trying to figure out if you can quit without dying.
Try fail repeat. A sonic sausage is something very context dependent. Okay, no, sorry, this is too amateurish. It's not bad, but decent effort. Okay, song, not bad. Music is basic. Sub is too loud. Vocals are tonally doable. All the best and cheers. And the point where they go from rapping to singing, that is also tonally off. So there are some genres, mostly American genres, that where it's popular to go from singing to rapping and back. And that is actually difficult because you need to be able to rap and to sing. And most people can't do that. Shit, most people can't even do one of these things, let alone people that can do both. If you can rap really well and sing really well, you're really talented. And so a lot of people try to emulate that because, of course, it sounds amazing if you can do both on a track and switch back and forth. But that is usually too high of a difficulty for most artists. And now something popped over here, and then it was gone for some reason. Oh my god, channel. There you go. Just the headset, more variation, not all that bad though. Yeah. There's things that aren't there's always things that aren't bad. Ellison 1, Spain, Se Marchó, Latino Pop. Let's go. Okay, 20 seconds, 2 tones. Not a good intro. No. Okay. Braden V, Ghost. And of course, I always keep talking about the long intros, you know.
I look like I seen a ghost. I just can't seem to feel you. You're an echo. I can't seem to hear you. Who do you call when nobody's ever there? I want you to know that I can see you clear through the smoke. I just can't seem
okay, the vocals are a little bit too 80s.
Who do you call when nobody's ever there. I want you to know that I can see you clear. You're a ghost trapped in these walls, a poltergeist. The life we lived, how much of
Okay, that's a very, very new vocal. That's somebody that hasn't had any kind of experience singing or rapping. Okay, Abstract Loyalty. Whistleblower. Yeah, vocals. No, because of the vocals. Smitty G. Swish featuring Cravey.
Swish. MC. S-M-I-T-T-Y-G. We punch out. It's only right we ball out. We so deep and so loud. And oh, we love a live crowd. No more riding pine, yeah. Chefing like I'm curry. I'ma cook 'em with the wrist like this. We punch out. It's only right we ball out. We so deep and so loud. And oh, it's about to go down.
This could be something.
Mr. Grinch trash full another inch. Sack it in a cinch. Shower off the stench. Mama's baby boy drench. Gotta get in where you fit in. Flash post up then pivot. Grip it. Dribble driver shoot the soul out of it. Pinning like I'm hooping. When I'm hooping I be spinning. Nothing but buckets. Smitty G feeling. Future I'm buying my mama a new building. Top building, stocks and bonds. Flint, Michigan. Squad goals. Black bold, brilliant banker boy. Producing growth from coast to coast. We punch in, we punch out. It's only right we ball out. So deep and so loud. And oh, we love a live crowd.
Okay, second round because of the chorus. There's a lot of things where I think this song goes down to a 6, but then it goes up to like a 7.5. Not sure if you share my opinion. It's going to be interesting in the second round what you think about it. I think that this song, if reproduced, would be okay. But, you know, who wants to reproduce a song that they get sent as a demo? Okay, the Midfall USA Scar. That is commercial, okay. Chat. There's a chat. Stream chat. Okay, stream chat. There you go.
It's been a while since you called my name. I know you kinda miss the way it was, but your pride won't let you back my way. You know that I'm only one call away.
Oh, we can play the VIP game today. That's good. That's good. We haven't played the VIP game today in a while. Nope, slightly out of rhythm. Okay, so the VIP game. The VIP game works this way. If you're not a VIP yet, and you say something nice about the VO in chat, you become VIP. You get a special icon, special privileges, and there's a limited amount of VIPs that I can give out, and I think I still have some. Hold on, let me check that before I say I'm gonna give away something I don't have.
Yeah. Oh, oh.
Bu-bu-bu-bu-bu.
I don't wanna go to school. No, no.
Beer belly bird. Fuck, of course it was
I
COVID.
don't wanna go
Yeah, beer.
to school.
It was the most insane thing ever.
My father said, son, one day.
And I don't know where he was, but he said to me that he was gonna go to his like farmhouse in the village to finish his rendering and stuff. Maybe he was back in Banja Luka. But I thought that he was on the farmhouse. Not sure. I hope I'm gonna find out in. You know. I didn't have. I was actually not worried about him because I knew that he was at home in the studio producing, and I thought, you know, among the guys that go out all the time, there's artists that go out and they play gigs, you know. Play gigs every day, cough and sneeze on everybody, kiss all the girls that they see there, drink beer, and are together in a jam-packed bar with 1 million people. And here I am thinking, this guy is sitting at home producing his songs. He's going to be the last one to get it. It's insane. Okay. So thanks, beer. VIP game. If you're not VIP in this channel yet, and you want to be VIP, say something nice about Avio, and you will get to be VIP. So I can see who all is not paying attention. As we are listening to Silver, Cosmic Era. Let's hear the drop at least, huh? Okay, it wasn't so bad. But, you know, it was meh, it was maybe. Hey, Parallax, how you doing, my man? Reptian from Greece, Orbit. Okay, lyric, yes, instrumental. Okay, dum. Something gonna happen. Okay. It is progressive house instrumental, so. Something still needs to go on. Okay, it's too simple. That is just... It's hard to judge when you make something that's extremely simple. It consists of like 3 instruments. And Scotty says, I need to be boss man at my job. Tell everyone to go home, enjoy the holidays, and stop breaking stuff. That's right. We're listening to Good Vibes featuring Joey Law next to you. And the vocals are not good. And I'm sure, Scotty, you'd send everybody home. By the way, how are you doing with the secret project, Scotty? Did you get everything all right? I'm sorry, I didn't have time to talk with you. I would, it's R&B time. Okay, Souls in Rhythm, Electric Lover. Yeah, I think that we as society, we need to figure out how we're gonna do distance stuff, you know? Working from home. Shit, most people do an office job anyway. It's rough, but I'm figuring out a good plan of attack to get that project done. Good. You know, I was considering what kind of project I would drop on you, but I think this one, even though a tiny bit overwhelming, is a good test, you know? If you can do this, you can do anything. Or you can do a lot, not anything. Don't jump off a building and pretend to fly. Nope. Okay, it's a no. But you know, if successful, it will gain you your first video producer content credit. It is Superstation from Greece, Sand. Same band. No, not the same band. It's a different band. Any other one? Kind of like forgot. And I really hope that our other musicians kind of like take what happened to Skendy into consideration with their behavior and how they go about conducting their business. I don't want to name any names, but not everybody's like super careful. And I don't care how much money anybody's making, and I know you need money now, but being alive is pretty cool too. Username withheld is asking who. I don't know what that means. Who what? Who that? Who that? We knew that. And Scotty says I'm doing the best I can with what I have. Not the direction I would like it to go. But I can make them. Oh, come on. You can do it. So no. Now the reason why I also did it is because it's something where you can try necessary skills without me having to do, you know, too much. Stuff where there's more mentoring involved. It's gonna come after Christmas, you know. I hope that by like mid-January things are gonna be hopefully a little bit less stressful. And username withheld says who we in Memoriam for. Dr. Scandy, you can see his photo up here. He was one of the foremost electronic music artists in Bosnia, and he died Saturday from COVID. He was on my label, and he was an awesome producer and really nice guy. So we're reviewing demos from musicians all over the world to give a young musician a chance. Because that's actually how I found Skendy. He was submitting his stuff. Thank you very much, username. You're welcome. It wasn't cool. And he was in the studio producing, you know. And I thought from all the guys in the world, he's going to be the last person. He's in the studio rendering music videos and working on his stuff, you know. He wasn't touring or anything. So, and I have people that are playing live, you know. And I was like, if anything's going to happen, it's going to happen to one of the people that play live, you know, that still perform here and there, not to somebody who's sitting at home in the studio. That was crazy.
Right now I'm just gathering dust. I want to make people laugh.
We are only as strong as our weakest link, says user. Yeah. Yep, it is. I think in years to come they're gonna find out why some people, you know, have such big problems with COVID, and for other people it's like a flu. But there's gotta be something, some kind of a receptor, I don't know, some kind of mechanism to where some people are just so severely affected and others not at all. And this is Grown Up Indigo from Italy. Keep walking. Hard rock, okay. No. Okay, this song has some kind of Okay, next one. This Light Canada, More Than You Know. Okay, 3 left in the first round, and then we will see. We got 4 in the second, so that should be okay. And don't forget to join on Wednesday when I'm doing my Christmas stream. And I have all kinds of festive things planned for that. Oh, hold on, check this out. Well, it's not loud enough. That metronome sound it's a wood instrument. It's a wood block with a wood stick with a hole in it. I forgot what it's called in English. And it's that. Very annoying. It's like, you know, that one kid that has no sense of rhythm, that just is in the back of the band and he just keeps hitting that wood block. He's like, pick, pick. All right, this is Angel from Hong Kong. On. Oh, beer! Beer! Hong Kong! Yep. I don't get many submissions from Hong Kong. I got maybe 3, like, ever. No, it's in Switzerland, no. Honga Konga! It says a Honga Konga. But you shouldn't know that better than me, dude. I'm not from there. Even though I am a great fan of Asian food, like literally everything. But then probably mostly Sichuan food. Because that's what is the westernized type that we have here. First off, I'm surprised this isn't a generic piano ballad. Yeah, that's right. Somebody on his Casio organ singing to it. Oh yeah, shine. That's what pop music here sounds like, yeah. It's not far off. It's like I haven't heard more than 3 instruments. It's literally strings upon strings. But not very well made. Lord should be here. Oog, what is this? I don't know. You tell me. Your friends sent this in. Okay, I'm not sure what this is supposed to be. I can't tell. Riley Phillips, USA, it's been a while.
I woke up in my clothes from last night.
I know what he's trying to do and it's not working.
On my bedside. Someone left my window open.
Yeah, if you could sing it would work, but you can't. That is so sad, you know? But that's how it is. I mean, what can you say? And we're gonna do all the mid clips are gonna be. Today we're gonna do Skendy clips. That's what we're gonna do. And I was looking forward to his music videos because the album is actually performing pretty well. And I wanted to come to Bosnia and play a gig with him. Damn it! And now he's in heaven gigging up there, and I kind of like have to wait before I can do that. All right, that was the first round in the Dr. Skendy Remembrance record label boss show. We're gonna watch some intermediary clips and then we're gonna go to the second round and listen to some new and young artists and honor the process with which we found Dr. Skendy to join us on the label. Beautiful girl, but I was talking to Skendy. I was like, do you want to do something with the vocals? You want to do something with the vocals? And he's like, no. Hey, man, you know. I wanted him to do something with the vocals, but he didn't want to. All right. Let's have a look at our maybes. First one, Hannah Savage. Yeah, he's the one-man show, you know. Filming, green screening, rendering, singing, producing, performing. He was the one-man band. Sorry. I actually wanted him to focus. I wanted to bring in people that are better in what they do, mostly singing and other stuff. And for him to kind of like... But for him, artistic control was like super, super, super important. Send Nuke says, nice upvoted. Thank you very much, Send Nuke. So in the end, of course, I let him have his artistic control, you know. He was always very particular about everything. Okay, anybody got any feelings about Hannah? My soundboard. 6 out of 10 from Scotty. Six from Beer Belly, okay. I know what she's trying to do, and I think it's a good direction to go. But it's a bit too basic. Wow, when I'm shaking my hand, the green screening really can't keep up, right? Look at that. My hand's green when I shake it. And when I go slow, it's fine. But when I shake it, look. That's funny. You know, I'm easily entertained. What can I say? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Decent effort. 3, okay, music and vocals. Music is a bit basic, but with decent elements. Vocals could be improved in delivery. All the best and cheers. You know, maybe I should focus more on management. I don't know. Okay, next one. Mama Juke, somewhere. Oh yeah, that was that song that started really not so great and then got better. Those are 40 useless seconds right there. Still useless. Start here at 45 seconds. Yeah, but it's still mucking about. Probably start here. That's a whole minute wasted. That movie with Clooney, the goat people. What was it, goats? Guys that touch goats? Yeah. The goat herders. The goat lovers. Men that watch goats? What was it called? Something with goats. Men that ride goats? Somebody's got to look it up by now. So this is much better, but it's 2 minutes in. And the recording and mixing isn't good. The men who stare at goats. That's right. Of course, Scotty is either knowledgeable or knows how to use Google. Yeah, I'm gonna say no though. Decent effort. Intro is too long. Song has some good parts, but vocals remain flat and thin. All the best and cheers. Knowledge is power. And now we're listening to Amila. Same thing. Some good parts, some not so good parts. Hey Lisa, how you doing? I'm glad it was eye-opening.
Selling your soul for a purse. How much is it worth? Living above your means.
Okay. Yeah. So what I think is happening here is that this girl is probably self-producing because the music is just really bad. But the vocals are not so bad. Okay, the music is bad in parts. Some parts are actually somewhat in rhythm. Dial that back and we get a 7, yeah.
Enemies surrounding, fighting with your glory, waiting on the day for the catch and release. No, I'm grateful for it. Don't deserve it. Yes,
Okay, I would give the vocals probably a 7, but the song a 5. So in its totality, it's probably not enough. Now we're out of key as well. Okay, ain't gonna happen. You know, there was some merit to this. Hey Dizzy Bra, how you doing? Dizzy Zebra. Is it a Dizzy Zebra or a Dizzy Zebra? And now we're listening to Smitty G Swish featuring Crew. It's the zebra. Dizzy the zebra. Okay. Hey, Dizzy the zebra. Who doesn't want to be a zebra? I mean, come on. Yeah. Okay, there's a few things that are a little bit out of sync. That are out of sync, not a little bit. Oh, it's a no from Geta. I think it's not so bad. I'd give it a 7. I'm gonna listen to more. I'm gonna check out Another rapper? No. Oh, you're burned out on rappers. At the very least, the image they're using is from a decent anime. Yeah, they have a video, but it's all anime, so I'm not showing it. Okay, let me hear other songs here. And I don't know anything about anime. I never watch them. I don't even know a single name of any of them. And, nothing. You could literally say, I have zero knowledge of anime.
Tone Jones say we ain't gotta leave.
Come and take a shot on me. Come and take a shot on me. Hey. Come and take a shot on me. Come and take a shot on me. Hey. Come and take a shot on me. Come and take a shot on me.
So they got a few songs on here that I'm gonna checking now. That I gonna checking. That I'm checking now. By the way, don't forget to follow and subscribe the channel on Twitch, so you get alerts when we come on the next time. That way you can be lazy and just wait until you get the alarm. And not miss a show. Okay, another song. Let's listen to this one.
Man, when we ride on our enemies, really sucks sometimes. Family and friends turn frenemies. First they love you, then they hate you, then they love you, and then they hate you. I just aim to be peace, joy, and love. The washing machine. Then I run into you off and on a struggling scene. Look back.
Okay, Okay, Inspirations. That's from 2017.
Inspiration. Ole, 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 ole. Jackson 5, D12, 112, food sneakers. Let me pivot. Elvis Presley, Willie Nelson, Sammy the Pack, Will Smith, aka the
Oh wow, they got
Nat King, Cole Chef, Jack Black, Roberta Flack. That after laughter track. Early 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s had to go.
This guy has literally 40 songs on here.
And just coming for my pigment. 70s went tripping with the hippies. Spins make the 80s exquisitely.
What is up with that guy? Wow.
A lot of folks been asking if I'm back.
Huh. Okay, 17, 19. I guess he makes albums every year.
Even in plastic, feeling fantastic. Twirling, tumbling, twisting, girl, world gymnastics. I'm a fanatic, so giddy, attack the low. Get two hands, Alexa, play all I.
Okay, I don't think he's, good enough to put on a record immediately, but I definitely think that cool song with some room for improvement. Definitely join our talent pool at the website. All the best and cheers. Okay. Yep, there wasn't anything today. Wasn't anything today, but hey, what can you say?
Your all-new econ.
Oh yeah, and then of course, don't use YouTube for anything because they'll put ads everywhere. That is just horrible, horrible, horrible. So let's listen. Oh, and did you know that because I'm seeing it now, Skendy actually made a song on his last album that he just released. That is called COVID-19. There.
You let me go a second time. And I cried. Tears and I died.
Yeah, we use Winamp. It literally wimps the llama's ass. So.
That's all I need. I don't have the strength to forget you anymore. Open the door. Don't hold me anymore. You want to hold me against my will. Let it be. Let it be. All the chains of the world that hang on me. I'm not with you. I will never be.
I've been using Winamp for a long time.
You attract me to every day. I will survive, or I'm going to die. What if you tire me and I go to the best? Who will be me? Who will replace me? Everything you know in your life, that's my heart. And you lost that too.
Yeah, I started in '94, I think. It was literally the first MP3 player that was decent. And I used to do shoutcasting. And there used to be, an expansion for Winamp and Shoutcast to where you could make radio and people could listen to you. And few people know this, but I was actually one of the first shoutcasters and one of the largest shoutcasters in Europe. But that was in, I don't know, 95, 96. And I used to operate a pirate radio station with over 400 listeners every time I came on air. But the reason why it's not known is because it wasn't exactly a legal station, But I did a lot of stuff, and a lot of people had the address and were checking in. And I was doing esports commentary and music. And I still have some recorded streams from back then. And the funny thing for me is, back then I had about a whole lot more people listening to me than I have now. But that was, of course, when you had a shoutcast station in 95, you're like one of the 10 people that could do it. And your bandwidth determined how many people could listen at the same time. And Beer has to finish a report. Beer, all the best to you. Go ahead and get that good grade so you can get that good job with Count Zero Records. Stay safe. See you on Wednesday, Beer. And I think it's insane that Skendy made a song about COVID and, how it has a hold over him and everything. Crazy. And he liked Take Control. And people like Take Control, but I actually like Level X more. It's such a nice instrumental tune, I like that triad bass. So yeah, that was... And at that time is when Skendy got started too, 94, 95, I got started, and he got started there too. So these are like the OGs of electronic music, of shoutcasting, of anything that's going on today. Be it, I don't know, Twitch or electronic music. The people in the mid-90s in Europe were the people that brought all that stuff to and popularized it in Europe. I'm not saying we invented everything, you know, because we didn't. But we were certainly like 20 years ahead of the curve at that time. Just young boys. And at that time I was playing Quake World in the European League, you know. And you know, everybody thought online games are stupid, esports is stupid, streaming is stupid, shoutcast is stupid, and everything I did was stupid. And 20 years later, all of it has become mainstream. And that is actually very, very funny to me. Because back then, people considered us to be nuts, you know. From the music, from the gaming, and from the streaming, you know. Music, gaming, streaming, back then was, you know, instead of doing normal stuff, you're gaming, you're not. Instead of listening to radio, you're running a shoutcast station, you're crazy, you know. You know, and you're commenting when other people are playing video games. People used to call it video games, you know. You know, you play the video games and you talk about it. How stupid is that, you know? Oh, you played UT? That was pretty cool too. But there was a strong rivalry between UT players and Quake players, you know. Because we were always like, you know, yeah, Quake is much better. And then UT players were like, yeah, UT's much better. And every LAN party that you had, it was separated down the middle, you know. But we did actually play UT a little bit. And we convinced some UTers to play with us Quake. And it was actually surprisingly well that it worked. Because I think the motor mechanics are the same, you know. It's just a different engine, a little bit of different aiming, but it wasn't that radically different, you know. So when some of our players got on Unreal Tournament, everybody was thinking that they were gonna soundly beat them, and they played for fun. They didn't win any prizes, but they were certainly a lot better, you know, than everybody was thinking. They're like, wow, you're playing this the first time in your life, and you're placing like third in the tournament. Wasn't me, was one of my friends. And people were impressed, you know. Because generally, the thing was that Quake was the faster game. So in most of the situations to where you did the competition between the two, the Quake players won. Anyway, that's my recollection of it. And at that time, everything started for me. And at that time, everything started for Skendy as well. That was that mid-90s people. That everything started for. That's when you were kids. You know, the internet came, video, online gaming came, streaming came. All these things started at that point. It was very exciting and very new, but the scene was extremely small. There was not a lot of people doing any of it. And when nowadays people are saying, "Oh, wow, so cool, you're a professional gamer." If you even said you play computer games back then, people thought you were weird, you know. why are you 20 years old and you're playing computer games? You must be some kind of deranged person. Yeah. And then electronic music was like, you're listening to beeping? Yeah, that was... And for me, it was so interesting to see this turnaround. And the same people that were putting you down, turning around and accepting this culture, and then, you know, being in it, and electronic going mainstream, gaming going mainstream, streaming going mainstream, and then people are like, yeah, World of Warcraft is the first MMO, and Fortnite is the second shooter, and you know, all this total bullshit. And this person invented electronic music. That was all really funny for me, you know. So today we're saying goodbye to a very progressive guy, because Skendy was very progressive. Because at the time when he did these things, I don't know how many people in Bosnia did that. Because I know how many people in Austria did it, and it wasn't many. And Bosnia was, let's just say, less progressive. So that was that. So I want to thank you all for being here on this tribute stream for Dr. Skendy. Mladen was his first name. If you like his music, go check it out, buy it. If you want to do something for his family, go to our webpage and donate for him. And if you want to stay up to date with us, follow us on twitch.tv/recordlabelboss. Thanks so much for being here. And thank you, Sat Nasser. That's very nice of you. And love to Saudi Arabia as well. There's a lot of people in the Arab countries listening to my music. So that's very cool. And so I got totally thrown off. Alright, so my next show is, as usual, on Wednesday. Wednesday at 2000 Central European Time. We're going to come on with the next show. It's going to be Record Label Boss, the A&R show, Christmas edition. We're going to review new artists from all around the world. We're going to listen to their music and try to find the next Dr. Skendy, because this one has moved on to the next realm. I want to thank you all for listening today. You have been a wonderful audience. As that one character in League of Legends Wild Rift, which we're now playing, says, and it's like a EDM producer girl. They made a character EDM producer girl on League of Legends. I mean, come on. You can't make that shit up, yeah? Alright, I'll see you next time on Wednesday. And if you want to leave a nice comment for Dr. Skendy on our Facebook page, that would also be totally appreciated. His family is looking at it. So if you want to do something that helps his family and doesn't cost any money, go to our Facebook page. That's Count Zero Records Facebook page. And post something nice on the thread where we're saying goodbye to him, okay? Alright, I love you all, and I see you on Wednesday. Have you out.